Hello everyone, my name is Franklin. I am from Mr. Ransdell's Algebra 2 class of 2020, and today I'm going to show you how to solve exponential growth and decay for the number three question, the exponential growth and decay paper, right? So let's get started. First things first, we're gonna use the cubes formula or the cubes way to solve it. So basically, write cubes right away by the side, so just so you can remember it. You don't really need to do this, but this is why I plan on doing it. You write cubes. C stands for circle numerical value and units. So like 2 here, like 3.5 here, or 6 here, or 3 here, and even 2 here because it's technically a numerical value, but it's just written in the words. Then next you underline the question. A puppy weighs 2 pounds at birth and 3.5 pounds 2 months later. If the weight of the puppy during its first 6 months it's increasing at a rate proportional to its weight, then how much will the puppy weigh when it's 3 months old? So next I'm going to underline the question, which is how much will the puppy weigh when it's 3 months old? Now I have underlined the question. Next, I am going to box my math action words, which is increasing at a rate proportional to its weight. Yeah, which is me by boxing my math action words. Next, I'm going to evaluate and solve. So first things first, I'm going to use basically the setup formula, which is y is equal to c e to the power of k and t. So in order to get C in this situation, because I only have E, I also need to get K, the value of the rate. Because K is basically the rate, T is the time, E is the value E. It stands for this spiral symbol here that goes wham, wham, and the reason it stands for why it constantly grows and increases. That's what E is basically. It's like a static rate of change. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me for a minute. So now I have E. Next, I need to find C. So basically, if my Y is two, and my C, and I have C, and then I have E and K. Since it's birth, it's like the beginning of the month, so C is basically 0. So it's K times 0, which is 0. So it's 2, which is equal to C e to the power of 0, which is 2 is equal to C, or basically C is equal to 2. Yeah, so you have that. Yeah. So since my C is equal to 2, and now I need to get all this out of the way so that I can, do more. So now my final is y is equal to, now I'm trying to find the rate. My bad again, it's not y, it's 3.5. So basically, because they already did one with 3.5 for 2 months, I'm just going to go 3.5. And since I discovered my c, so it's basically 2e with k and time being 2 months. So it's 2k. So I'm going to solve this now. I'll start with here, and here is going to be k times 2, so basically 2k. And then 3.5 is equal to 2e, so we're 2k. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 2, and then cancel out, cancel out, cancel out, cancel out. And I'm going to go 1.75 is equal to e to the power of 2k. I know Mr. Ransdell did this in a way where you use log. I know that's the right way, but I can't use log because it doesn't work well for me. I can't use log. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm still going to use log, but I'm going to do it differently. So I'm going to go natural log of 1.75, yeah, is equal to 2k. And then I'm just going to divide by 2 and divide by 2 and then get a natural log of 1.76. And I also don't have the Wabbit calculator, so I can't really get the natural log of this. I'm just gonna use a Google calculator. Sorry, bad Google. No, my mistake. I'm just gonna use the calculator from my desktop because it's better. I was gonna use the Google calculator, but it doesn't really work well. I'm gonna use the regular calculator because that's what I'm used to. Okay, so I am approaching my recording limits, so I will continue this part in the next one. But like I won't have all this here. I'll just continue from right around here. Okay, so yeah, because I can upgrade to the premium. Yeah. Okay, so this is the second part to the first part. So I'm not gonna do any introductions. I'm just gonna move straight into it. So basically, I ended a natural log and of 1.75 divided by 2, which is equal to 2k divided by 2. So just divide this by 2. I normally I should leave it like is equals to natural log of 1.75 divided by 2. Normally I would leave it like this because this is the way Mr. Ranger suggested we do it. I know this is the way we're supposed to do it, but when I do it like this, I kind of get confused and I miss steps and then I get the wrong answer. So I'm just gonna do it the way I thought of doing it because I know getting in decimal form is wrong, and that's not the way we're supposed to do it because it doesn't actually dictate the math. So basically, when I'm doing this, I am not taking it off the calculator, so I can have the infinite numbers by the side and then just multiply it on the calculator so that I can get my answer because I would have the infinite number on the side. So basically, I already have it done here. So right here, where it says the natural log of 1.75 right here divided by 2 is equal to that 0.27980 and the infinite numbers. And then basically, I then left it in this form, and then I'm going to present you my final solution or my final way of solving, which is y is equal to 2e to the power of, I need to take a look real quick because I don't have it memorized, 0.2798. So e to the power of 0.27980 multiplied by t, or 3 basically. So now that that's multiplied, I get this 0.8894. That then once I have that, which is basically y is equal to 2e to the power. So it's basically 0.8399, and it goes on. So then whenever I have that, I just take that to e, take that with e, and then I would get my mistake. I need to take it to e, which is e to the power of 0.839, and then I got that 2.314. Well, yeah, I'm basically just going to represent it as y is equal to 2 times 2.314, and then multiply this by 2, and then I'm going to get the answer, which is 4.63 because I just rounded it. I'm not, yeah. So my final answer, which is y is equal to 4.63. Not 2.3. I said 2.3 earlier, but I meant 6.3. Yeah. Sorry to all mumbo jumbo. I did it better on the sheet of paper, which I'm also going to put on there as like a link in the recommendation when I put this on YouTube. Yeah. Thank you. Hello, it's me again. I'm Franklin, and this is probably me from this is me like for a couple of days after I did the first one, first two actually. So if I sound different, I'm sorry. It's a different day, different time, and yeah. So let's go straight to the question. I am not going to do the cubes way because I think it's way easier. It's now after doing a couple of more questions, it's way easier for me to go. So I don't need to use the cube steps anymore. So basically, we are going to start for number 4. Is the next one we're going to do. So during a certain epidemic, which I think the certain epidemic is the coronavirus, probably. And I'm just trying to make a few jokes. Coronavirus, yeah. The number of people that are infected at any time increases at a rate proportional to the number of people that are infected at that time. If 1,000 people are infected when the epidemic is first discovered, and 1,200 people are infected 7 days later, how many people are infected 12 days after the epidemic is first discovered? So let's move on straight into this. So basically, I am going to use the same old formula. Y is equal to C E to the K and R T. Yeah. So basically, time when the virus is first discovered is 0 days, so time is equal to 0. So k times 0 or time is equal to 0. So my answer is y, which is 1000, is equal to c to the e to the power of 0. I'm trying to make sure I cleared this up before I started, because earlier in the previous video I feel like I didn't do it up really well, so I'm gonna do well this time. So my e is gonna be equal to 0. So my 1000 is basically c, because a power e to 0 is basically 1. Like 2 to 0 is 1, 5 to 0 is 1, and 100 million thousand bazillion is 1 to 0 is 1. Any number is to 1. So basically c is 1000. And I gotta erase all this. I can move on to step. Trying to finish all this in 5 minutes. Last time was 10 minutes, and I don't want to spend too much time on it. So yeah. Oh, I need this part. So c is equal to ce and t. Yeah. So C is 1000, and my Y is 1200, because I'm trying to find the K here. So it's 1000, and E is 27,000. K is 7. So multiply those, multiply this, and I get 7K. And then my 7K, 7K, 7,000 is equal to 1000 e to the power of 7K. And next I divide 1000 from each of them. Yeah, I'm going to divide 1000, and then I'm gonna move over this way, and then I'm gonna get 1.2 is equal to e to 7K. Oh, yeah. In the previous video, I kept on saying, wait, sorry, I deleted that one. My bad. I'm sorry for interrupting. So next is log natural 1.2 is equal to 7K. Dividing everything by 7, and yeah. My bad. Excuse me. In the previous video, I said I didn't know how to, do it. And that goes the same today, because it's like 2 days later, still haven't figured it out after doing multiple. And I think the way I did it earlier is the best way I can do it. And I don't want to try any other way, so I don't want to get a different answer. I know using decimals is not the way Mr. Ransdell will approve. Sorry, Mr. Ransdell, if you're watching this a few days later after this, I'm going to put a few notes in the description, and I'm going to actually show my real working, like put a link there. So my real worksheets in paper. So yeah, I'm really sorry, but don't I don't want to mess myself up, because I already tried doing it on the paper and I kept on getting the wrong answer. I already got the right answer at first, and I knew what I was doing, but it's just that oh yeah, by the way, I confirmed my answer with you. And it's just that as I moved on and tried to do natural log, I kept on getting confused in the middle of the way, and then I'm just gonna use this one. And my recording time is already up. I tried to finish it in 5 minutes. I will try to finish it better in the next 5 minutes. It's pretty better in the next 5 minutes. Thank you. So basically, in the last video, we stopped natural log. We stopped that, my mistake again. Natural log to the 1.2 divided by 7, which is equal to 7K divided by 7. Like I said, I am not good using a natural log as as K. So I'd like to change it to a decimal. This is probably not the way Mr. Ransdell approved. I am really, really sorry. Like I said earlier, I am going to put this in the description of the video to show you why I don't really get natural log, and I'll probably require attending your tutorials more often. No matter how much I tried, I couldn't get natural log to work. Yeah, it probably would have worked, but it didn't work for me. I use the decimal way, so it's k is equal to natural log of 1.2 divided by 7. I pull up my calculator, I clear everything, and then I go natural log. I'm sticking because I put in 1.2 natural log, and that is 0.18. And in order not to mess it up, because this is like perfect data, I'll just divide it by 7 right away, and then that's my answer. So my k is basically 0.02604. 0.02604. Yeah, that's basically my k. And then I am going to plug it in as y is equal to c. You gotta put it in here. I'm just gonna plug it goodness. My y would be, I won't have a y because that's what I'm looking for. And then my c would be 1000 because I did that in the last part, or probably at the beginning, earlier in the video. And my e is basically e, the magical number e. And then my k, it's just that. I don't want to put it right away, so I'm just going to multiply it by 12 now, just like this, times 12. And then my final answer is 0.3125, which is basically 0.3. I'm sorry to get into the question, ran out of space. Really sorry. And then right away, I'll just move on to the next part, which is e to the power of 0. My mistake, 3125, 0.3125, which is basically 1.3, no, 668. So basically, my number is y is equal to 1000 times 1. Okay, I'm gonna get in the way there. I'm gonna erase a lot of things because I already got the answer. So basically, my answer is y is equal to 1000 times 1.368. I'm gonna multiply that by 1,000, 1,000 in the box. So I got my final answer is y is equal to 1,366.8. So my final answer is y is equal to 1,366.8. So if you like the video, you can like the video and share it with your friends, comment, that stuff. Thank you.